Yeah, it's real. It's crazy. Here's more shit that I'm just getting along with. Here's where I think most of the problem is residing is that when you're my age and you literally kind of come up with your own things on how to do stuff, that does not fit or mesh into the standard size of the communities that we live in. Communities being the structures of our governments and the way things are put together in the most restrictive ways I've ever seen, because it deals with money, and money is a very serious thing, right? So fucking serious all the time, money. But in reality, I think that's just the way I see it, because would money solve all my problems? You know what? You know what they'd solve? My time issues. I'd have more time to do what I really, really fucking need to do. I would. And that is getting the information out there for what I am personally doing. Not that other people aren't doing things that are really important too, but, you know, what is the issue here? You know, where do I live? I live in fucking California, right? A lot of fucking money here, especially when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to workforce development, giving people shit to do, a purpose, something in life that we can expand on and make jobs. Like every politician ever knows, we're making jobs. We got jobs. People are now unemployed. There's jobs everywhere. Millions of new employees. Millions of new tax revenues. People are gonna buy houses and go shopping. Commerce. GDP. Buy. Sell. No. Where was I going with this? I'm sorry, I'm losing control. It's just, we're creating jobs. We can create a lot of fucking jobs. But is it the jobs that are going to make someone else money? No, but for damn sure it's going to help the environment that you live in. It's going to save a lot of people money. It's going to create a lot of beneficiaries to the work that we're committing to. So what is the effing problem? What is the effing problem with restriction against what we're trying to accomplish here? Okay, let me give you guys all an example. So the USDA, right? The NRCS, National Resource Conservation Sector, I don't know, but they're ran by the FSA, the Farm Service America. The Farm Service America is ran by the USDA, and they get money from the farm bills to do these implementation acts. They do a lot of good work, a lot of really good solid work from the NRCS. I clap my hands off to you, but all right, so here comes the biggest thing. Creating charcoal in the woods, or creating charcoal in general for any type of woody residues. There's a program called the 384A. It's an amended program to the woody slash residues for their NRCS program that's funded now by the Farm Bill to do a lot of this type of work. But to become a technical service provider, which is pretty much like a consultant, I would say, someone who has specialized information about a certain practice. Like there's a huge list of them. You know, you can be a grazing management, you can be a forester, you can, do water retention systems, you can be into irrigation, all kinds of wonderful things that are funded. But you have to have, so they have a request from you. If you're going to apply and become a TSP, you must know what you're doing. You must have credentials, and their credentials are institutionalized. And people who have lobbyists in the DC area, literally, I've looked up a few of these credential systems. Now, I understand certifications are important. You can't just have Joe Schmo doing any goddamn thing. But okay, here's an instance. So I am a biochar maker, but I have to go get a forestry association. I have to actually be a forester, and then take some of the courses from the NRCS, which is incredibly, I've been unable to access it now for the whole day. I have to email them about this. There's some access issue that I'm having. So all these things, right? I just want to make fucking progress. I want to do something. I want to contribute, right? But it's so effing hard. If you didn't set your life up, if this isn't something you knew you wanted to do by the time you're like about to go to college, and then now you got to work a full-time job and also try to rebuild your life in a way that's going to be beneficial and fulfilling for oneself. Literally, it's like pulling effing teeth. If you're trying to adjust your life at this point, if you're 35 and you're like, oh my God, I have to go back to school, and like, fuck, I feel for you because I totally get it. And it's not that I don't, like, I want to go back to school, but darn it, I cannot find where these classes are. I can't get access to these things quickly at my own liege. I have to struggle every minute trying to figure things out, and struggling as like information gathering, discovery, like this whole discovering of the process, and this is the flow chart, and this is what we say has to be done. We never heard of fucking biochart makers. There's no biochart certification. Well, gosh, what? We want to create that. Cal Fire, we've been asking for grants to set up a certification program, to set up avenues so we can associate these things so they're fine-tuned. You don't have to go through a forestry. You don't have to be a forester. That's so crazy. We're not even cutting trees down. We're just dealing with what's already there. Cut down. Like a little bit of vegetation management. A lot of, like, we have the skills, we have the resumes, we have the on-site areas they can go and see, oh, this is the work we've done. We have all these things, but it's not like that with them. You contact their office and like, oh, we gotta fill out paper. We gotta fill out paper magic. Gotta do the paper. We don't come out and just like do it all for you. You gotta do it all for us. That's what you guys need. Don't make me do your job. You know where to find me. I know I'm raising my voice again. I'm sorry. It's just the insanity of like literally nothing matters at all. It doesn't matter. It only matters to you or to me. Your problems don't matter to me, I guess, because like for real, like I do care about people's problems, but this is a problem where you can all have, we're collectively having, where we have a lot of excess biomass just chilling everywhere. And we want to just take care of it. We just want to make some effing biochar. We want to throw that crap on the ground. Sure, is my moral behind the whole doing the biochar thing is a little, it's all super important to me. Do I see it as like everyone needs to be doing this? No, but it would help so many people if they would just speed this process up and actually give me